All right. Welcome, everybody, to the No Name Nonsense podcast. As you can
What up?
see, we are, I feel like the last 2 weeks we've been a man down. Trust me, guys, this is not on purpose. I'm not out here trying to get all the shine and be the star. I actually just, we get people in if they can fit in their schedule. We have them holler at us. We did have a sub that was going to come in, but she's a little bit under the weather. We was going to have Miss Tiffany Valentina back, but, hopefully she feels healthy and gets better. I know you guys are looking and asking where Mama Steve is. Mama Steve is at her Stranger Things weekend, where I guess a bunch of the Stranger Things folks are just coming in and going to have a good time with her. They're going to go look at some sites from Stranger Things and just in general, just go out and ball out and have a good-ass time. So she's doing that this weekend. I'm pretty sure she may possibly be hungover as she wakes up this morning. So that's another reason that she was hungover last weekend.
Steve.
So she should know the feeling already. But we're not going to lose any quality because we know we have the original dynamic duo, Fat Man and DJ Tunes.
Yeah.
Out here. It's DJ Tunes. What's going on, man?
Man, we out here chilling, bro. I see cats using up their PTO, use it or lose it.
100%.
It's
I
real
mean, you were under the weather last week, man. Maybe it's
man.
a no-nonsense virus going around.
Yeah, we got to look out for that one.
But you feeling better? You feeling strong?
Man, I'm feeling good, feeling great, bro.
All right. Hey, it's funny he says that because later on in the show, we're going to have some topics about Outkast and versus Tribe Called Quest. So before we get jumped into that, I'm going to play the role of Mama Steve and tell you where you can find us at. You can find us on Spotify. Hold on, I got to do a better Mama Steve voice. You can find us on Spotify under Headcanon Circus. You can also find us under the playlist DJ Tunes and Corny J, where we have all of our material there, and our material is segmented. So if you don't want to listen to one topic, you can go to the next topic, and we like it that way because it keeps you interested and intrigued in what we're talking about. Also, you can find us on YouTube and Facebook under Headcanon Circus, and it's a show on Headcanon Circus on Facebook with my bae, my husband Travis, and Corny J for the Wrestling Review. So that's coming up too, and it's produced every Tuesday. And then on YouTube, we have all of our material there as well. And so there you go. That's my Mama Steve impression. Hopefully I did her justice. But
Hey,
yes.
that was quite impressive that you was able to hold that tone for that long, bro.
But yes, so you can get us on all the socials, YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, like we talked about, under Headcanon Circus, and then under a playlist under Spotify for DJ Tunes and Corny J. Again, some of the same material with musical interludes in between it. And we do have an exclusive show that is only on Facebook, which is Wrestling Review, what I do with Travis, where we take up old matches and then we talk about the storylines, review the match, and talk about some fun facts. So right now, I think we have 3 of them up right now, and they're, everybody's enjoying it and loving it. So check out Facebook for that. And then we just started, episode 2 just came out, I think yesterday, of a music review where we reviewed Ariana Grande's Positions, me and my cousin and my best friend. And review 1 was Extinction Level Event 2 by Busta Rhymes. So that is up on all YouTube, Facebook, and all that. So we got a lot of shows coming to you from Headcanon Circus. Like I said, I like to try to get a little bit of everything for everybody. I'm working on producing a TV-centric show where we talk about one show and then go through the seasons and et cetera like that. So we'll see. I got to get some. I can't do it all, so I got to find some people that can really do that and really bite into that. But once we get it up and rolling, and then I'm working on a fashion show where we talk about various styles of fashion. I'm not a fashion guy. I just buy my stuff and hope that it looks good. So that's one thing I'm trying to get Tiffany on to work on.
Nobody got time for that.
Yeah, exactly. Just trying to get Tiffany to work on that and bring in. I have a friend named June who's a very fashionable dude, and I'm trying to get them linked together to get that show produced and worked on as well. So we got things coming through the pipeline. So, all right, after we got all that menage out the way, or minutia, some people will call it. I like the menage. Sounds more sexual. Let's jump into the hot topic of the week. Probably the next 2 weeks, probably the next month, into the end of this year.
For real.
The presidential election has been decided and called for Joe Biden. And yeah, I mean, before we go into all the hecticness with that, let's just start there, DJ. Are you happy that Biden's in? Lukewarm? Don't care. What's your feelings about Biden becoming the next president?
I'm happy, based on the results of, number 45 and what he was, able to do and not do, what I'm saying, for us. And just the simple fact that he just didn't seem to have our people's and a lot of other minorities, best interests at heart. You know what I'm saying? That was the major factor in my eyes. And I'm just down, what I'm saying, for another regime to come in and try to get done what President Trump was unable to do. And I'm definitely happy with the results, from that aspect.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I will say this now. I usually vote independent, so I'll be full disclose that. I did vote Biden this year. I think this is
Mm-hmm.
the first time I voted a legitimate party since Obama's first presidential election.
Mm-hmm.
I usually vote third party, and I've taken a lot of pride in voting third party because I became one of those, those smarty, arty guys. It's like, oh, I don't believe in a two-party system. I'm voting third. And it was kind of some bullshit because I didn't understand the landscape of the political fight and landscape that was going on. Since Trump was elected, I kind of really dug in deep into the political atmosphere, not just now, but even in the past, and going back to a lot of our Black leaders and just trying to figure out what the hell all this means and, et cetera. Now, I'm disenfranchised by both parties, but even with that being said, I do realize that there is a movement that has to be respected and there's a movement that has to be cultivated. And I think one party is more focused on that movement, and that movement is going to help some with Black improvement and empowerment if we continue to push. And that is the Democratic Party at this moment. Now, that can change 3 months from now, that can change a year from now. But at this moment, the Democratic Party is pushing for more Black empowerment. And you can even look in their numbers. I mean, 39% of the Democratic Party is minorities. The U.S.
Right.
average is 38%.
Mm-hmm.
So it's overachieving in representation quarter to the numbers of the, the only thing was
Right off the top.
yeah, shut up my inner, oh, I hate the system voice and said, I'm going to vote Biden for this one. And I'm not
Mm-hmm.
shilling for Biden and I'm shilling for the Democrats. I just think right now with the boots on the street and what we're trying to progress to, we need to have people in power that will look at policies to help us. Not saying Biden and Harris will do that. I think they're more likely to do that. Let me make sure I stress that. I think
Correct.
Trump did some good things for the Black empowerment community, but I think the most deadliest thing he did was his verbiage and what he enabled. So even if you want to put all the great stuff Trump did into a vacuum and go, oh, well, he did this and this and that, the fact that he's enabled white supremacy and nationalism, regardless if you believe if he's promoting it or not, the point is it's been enabled by him. At the end of the day, we have to look at what's going to push our people forward. Right now, I feel like the Democratic Party is the best place to push our people forward. Now, with that being said, we got to hold accountability on the Democratic Party. We have to start grooming our own candidates to either do as a third party or in the Democratic Party, but we have to do more work than just electing Joe Biden. We fell for that trap with Obama. We elected Obama, and people say we never left the inauguration. We never held Obama completely accountable for the things that we needed to be done. But I don't think he did enough in the eyes of a lot of Black people because he was one of us. And you can look at that if that's, whose fault that is. Regardless is, in this administration, we got to hold accountability. I think people tried to hold Trump accountable, and Trump didn't really listen unless it was a celebrity. I mean, you bring in Ice Cube to talk about your plan for Black America, but you don't bring in a Dr. Cornel West. You don't bring in a Van Jones. You don't bring, like, all these people that are specialized in this field, you don't bring them in, but you bring in a celebrity. So, and I think that was my critique of Ice Cube that people couldn't understand. It wasn't that I'm critiquing Ice Cube. I'm critiquing that the administration could have went to numerous Black minds that do this. Instead, they chose the Black mind that's new to this.
Yeah.
So, and I think that was a ploy. But anyway, going to the point of it. So, the presidential election, I think the biggest contention now is voter fraud and votes not being counted. Trump is going to take it to court. He's going to try to fight for it. What are your thoughts on these lawsuits that are going to go, I guess, in Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Nevada, Arizona? I think he's just suing damn near the whole map. So,
yeah, man.
What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, knowing Trump and knowing who he is, his character and mannerism, man. I mean, it's expected. He's not gonna go down without a fight. He's a sore loser. and he's gonna do whatever it takes to, try to get this thing reversed and go in his favor. Do I think he's gonna be successful? I mean, possibly not, but you never know, bro. remember Bush versus Gore back in 2000, the recount. I kind of feel one of those coming, bro. But I hope that isn't the case. But you just never know with this guy, bro, and these Republicans, man, and what they're capable of doing.
Absolutely.
What's your take?
Um,
how do you feel about the whole recount and the legal, allegations as far as, tampering or uncounted ballots or what?
Right.
How do you feel about that whole situation?
I'm gonna be real with you. This is called American politics and American voting system.
101, straight up.
Like people I feel like in the last 3 years I've drilled myself on so much of American history that it's almost insane. So like America, like we not new to this. We used to this.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you go through previous elections years ago, you had mafia guys rigging elections. You had people that were rigging elections that were openly known in New York and et cetera, and people just let it be because they had the power.
Correct.
Again, we ain't new to this. We old to this. And the fact that in this generation, because we don't know our history very well, and previous generations don't know our history because we like the whitewashed version of the history, we don't realize that election fraud and election capitalistic thought process of an election has been going on forever. I mean, the conspiracy theory for Kennedy is that the Chicago mob got him in office, and the conspiracy theory is that they took him out because he wasn't doing for them what they thought he would do by getting office. And that's conspiracy. Wow. But the point is that accusations of election fraud, misdoing, and et cetera has been, it's American as apple pie.
It's common.
It is what it is. Like people talk about, oh, well, you know how funny politicians try to paint Black people or Latinos and Hispanics or legal immigrants as the fraudulent ones. Well, the reason why white people feel that way is because they watch so many generations of white people do it, where the mob will get dead people and write them in and send in ballots for dead people. Yes, that happened in American history very, very often back in the day. So naturally, when you are no longer doing it because you have the power structure, you naturally will accuse everybody else of doing it because you know how to do it. So it's just funny how that cycle just always turns that way. But going to, like you said, the suing and the lawsuits, I don't think nothing will come from it. The smoking gun right now seems to be with some pollsters in some different areas that have been claimed that they were told not to verify addresses or signatures, just counted to push it through. Now, they would claim that. Now, it's been about 2 or 3 people that have come forward, I think. Funny enough, one in each state. Funny how that happens very well. Yeah. Now, anyway, I don't know how serious that will be taken or whatever, but then, okay, a lot of these states, okay, if it is one person that's coming forward, now, naturally, the Democrats going to find people in opposition to say that's not true. So, okay, eliminate those 3 people's counting. Just eliminate those, Biden still wins in those states. Like, it wasn't like he won by 100 ballots.
Yeah.
Usually that's what somebody's going to count is about 100 to 300 ballots. Like, he won by thousands. So eliminate those, but you got to eliminate some from Trump, too, if you do that. So,
absolutely.
Again, Biden still wins in that equation.
Okay.
I don't think nothing's going to happen from it. I think it's going to be tied up in court. And then Trump is known for this. Trump is hey, I'm going to sue you, tie you up in court until you either exhaust yourself or don't want it anymore. The problem is, Trump, you're dealing with other rich jokers like you now. Like Biden's financing the American
even playing field.
Right. He's financing the American public's tax money to keep fighting this battle. Like, so at the end of the day, I don't think nothing's going to come of it. I guess the question is, do you think there was any voter fraud going on?
Man, I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see, obviously, you know what I'm saying? People are just kind of tired of Trump. I think even some of the states that he thought he was going to win by a landslide, you know what I'm saying, was close or even, you know what I'm saying, upended by Biden. I think we're just tired of Trump shenanigans and, just his way of, running the country. And it's just time for a change. Kind of like back in 2008 when we voted Obama in office.
Right.
His time is up, man. You're fired, bro. You're fired. Question.
Let's go for a fry section real quick on here. Man, you see them videos of these jokers going into government buildings or the polling places and asking them to stop voting and stop counting?
You gotta be kidding me.
Have you seen it? Like, it's like, it's a congregation of white people that went like to Detroit. It was like, stop the count. Stop the count.
Like from the right side, like from
from the right.
Trump's
Yeah,
post.
like,
Come on, man.
dude.
It's
See,
over. Like, what's the
look,
point?
and this is why I say in my life where like, where the gangsters at? Where the thugs at? All these
Yeah,
gangsters that's gang banging, that's killing each other. Why weren't
exactly.
they at that polling place strapped up like,
You
nah,
know what
keep the
I'm
count
saying?
going? Like,
For sure. Hey, where y'all at? You know what I'm saying?
but I will tell you this: when I saw them, like these white folks had to drive a while. Like this had to be a 2-hour drive to get to this point where they wanted to stop the count. Because I mean, they was missing teeth. They looked like they was straight trailer park living, which ain't nothing wrong with the trailer
Wow.
park. But they looked
Nah,
like they were
nah.
trailer park living. They was like, oh, we're gonna go down to Detroit and show show those posters that they need to stop counting
Yeah.
and cheating opera. Like they were in there
People
full
just ain't got
force.
nothing better to do with their life, man.
It was a Karen brigade. It was a Karen brigade out there, boy. I want to speak to the manager. I'm going to speak to the poster because they was out there, man. So also I want to find the fact that why is it every time Joe Biden talk, I feel like he about to die? That joker went out there to give his announcement about uniting America, and I was like, Joe about to die.
Man, Kamala better be ready. Better be on deck circle. You know what I'm saying? Getting that, you know what I'm saying? That practice swing on. Like,
but here's the thing. I think if Joe were to die, and this is a shame, we shouldn't be talking about this, but let's keep it real. I feel like if Joe were to die, they would at least do a weekend in Bernie's up until the inauguration. They'll pin your ass up, put that hand on the Bible.
That weekend at Bernie's.
Move his mouth forward.
You know they will, boy.
They'll weekend in Bernie's his ass. At least he gets sworn in. And as soon as he gets sworn in the next day, my God, Joe Biden died in his sleep. I guess you gotta go to a transfer of power.
Oh man, that's
that
crazy.
Joe right now. I mean, right now you keeping Joe in saran wrap, bro. You shooting him with all the vitamins, minerals. You giving him a Michael Jackson face mask. Like you giving him all the business because you got to make sure Joe could make it to January 20th, I think it
20
is.
Something. Yeah.
He got to make it there so he can make it stay alive there.
On,
we're gonna have my man Rico join us.
Okay.
Oh man, people just got a shot of your beautiful wife, Rico, before you came on, man. I don't want nobody getting no ideas out here in these streets.
He's just flexing. That's all.
No, that's what it was.
quick flex, you know.
Go there.
There you go.
I really don't do Zoom much, you know. I mean, I'm still working. I go to a physical place of work. So what can I say?
and you old. Let's not forget you old. So we just wrapping up the election. What are your thoughts on the election, real quick?
Hey, I mean, right now, I'm glad what happened. You know, I mean, everything happened for a reason. I mean, you see at the end, everything that was blue were major cities, you know, and I feel that's what pushed it. I mean, again, I don't want to get into the things, but I guess people were sick of what they had or what they saw, what was happening, and the vote actually mattered, I feel, almost in this election more than any other election of all time.
Thanks, everybody, for listening. We will get back to some more information. Again, let's do a shout out to Mama Steve, and I'm gonna do my Mama Steve impression where everybody can find us at. You can find us on Spotify under Headcanon Circus, also Facebook and YouTube under Headcanon Circus. And if you go on Spotify, there's a playlist, DJ Tunes and Corny J, where you can listen to these segments with music in there involved as well. Also, DJ Tunes sent us a Busta Rhymes. Is that how you say it? Busta Rhymes? Busta Rhymes mix.
There you go.
So there's a Busta Rhymes mix. I don't know who that is, but he sent a mix like that. And Corny J's working a way to get that up on our platforms as well without being taken down. And check out our wrestling show on Facebook under Headcanon Circus as well. Is that all the locations? Good job, Mama Steve. That's all the locations. So, but yeah, that's our thoughts on the election. We're going to come back with some more heat for you guys. Stay tuned and keep listening through.